EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Leach. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Herbert. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. 3rd down and 1. To the air again, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. He'll pick up the 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. Connection with Walker going across the formation. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 4 yards out. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Nix to the air. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Calling a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now 2nd and 9. Nix from the shotgun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers working on in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Here's Nix. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
To throw is Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Throwing Nix. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 37. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Nix once more. To the right side and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Finding Walker complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Now it's Nix. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw, here's Nix. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it facing a second and long situation. Now a first carry here for their running back. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Nix. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Nix. This is Fant on the short completion. And no sidestepping that here. He's going to be brought down hard. And it also sets up 4th down. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Sanders is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now is not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy. Unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. Herbert now. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And they rally quickly defensively after the grab, but he gets it to the 42. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think, a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Second down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Open man is Higgins. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up.
Got a man that's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
T. Higgins,
A 5-yard touchdown.
and the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination. Laying out is Davis, and he's got the football. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nix.
He's into space past the 25.
And he takes it all the way down to the 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Back to the air with Nix.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in a second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Eluding the pressure right.
That's taken in by Higgins.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Herbert. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now it's Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. Touchdown!
Isaiah Likely.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Butker on for the PAT. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
And that flag accepted. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Broncos 10.
Stop him early. Go! Get him! Get him! Stay in your lanes and give out some pain. Behind you!
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
And the half will begin with a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Off the play fake. Here's Nix.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw. Nix. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes a perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That is caught. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. That one goes for 8 yards. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Leach, and he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Leach, and he'll get it down here to the 43. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert going deep for Walker. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 53 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. laying himself out in the end zone as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
To throw is Nix.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Nix to the air. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
They're going. It's Nix.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Byron Murphy there on the tackle.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Throwing Nix.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's Nix.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Nix. Open man, complete downfield to Davis.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And they'll run again.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos get a bit closer.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Broncos 24. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday, and it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this fourth quarter. A gain of 3, second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now the first carry here for their running back.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. The Ravens send their punter out now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And just shutting him off there. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sand. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Now it's Nix.
He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The offense on third down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the defensive penetration there blew that play up and got him 2 points.
How about how they got off at the snap of the football, got upfield into the backfield, and created the big play? That's the key to everything.
And they'll accept that penalty. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Fights him off. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kramer.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Back to throw. Kramer. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the Broncos' 49-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Well, this had trouble written all over it from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
First down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.